Hi, in this section you will going to learn setting response status and headers. Remember, HTTP response is how the server sends data back to the client due to the client request. Before going to setting response status and headers, you need to be familiar with these response headers, response body, and response status. Response headers is a piece of data in the response, usually not more than a few words. Response body is a larger amount of data the backend needs to send in the response. We have response status, a short representation of the request result. Here, response body. In the previous tutorial, you learned how to send object as a response body. So in this, you will going to learn setting response status and headers. So let's look at this HTTP status code. The response status is an essential signal in the HTTP response used to represent the request result. We have this HTTP status code. You can see here we have 200, which is okay if no exception thrown in the server. We have 404, which is not found if the requested resource not exists. We also have 400, which is bad request if the request could not match with the way the server expected the result. We have 500, that is error on server if an exception is thrown on the server side for any reason. We have 403, forbidden if you don't have permission to access the resource. Okay, so we will going to see how we will set response status and headers in code. Okay, before going to the code, remember we have this body. From the previous tutorial, it returned this as a response body. So this is the response body, and if we have headers in the response, we will have it here. These are default, and if we set custom, you can see it here. Okay, so and here is the status code. Okay, you can see by default is 200 if it is okay, if the request we are looking for is available and it's successfully returned. We have okay. So now we will going to set different status code, and you can see we will have it here, and as well we will going to have headers as well as the response body. So let's go to the code. You can see here we have a student. So we will going to modify this a little. So instead of this, we will use a response entity. Response entity. This class is provided by the Spring. We use this class to set status body, and we also set headers. Okay, so let's have student here. Already you can see we have this student Aliyu and mathematics. So and the next thing we will do, instead of returning the student, we will going to change this to return a response entity. Okay, and we will access the method like status. Here you can see we have status. We can change the status code from okay, let's have HTTP status code, HTTP status. Here it is, and access something like accepted. You can see we have path request, we have conflict, a lot of it here, forbidden. Okay, so here I will use accepted, which is 202. Okay, and then we will also going to set headers. So let me break this down and access headers. in a key value pair. Okay, so the header name here is, let me have a year, and then the value of the year is 20, let's say 25, and then we also need another header. Let's have this school, and let me add the value for the school, that is university. Let me set University of Technology. Okay, so and let's have another header. So let's set like semester, and set this value to second. So what remaining is the body, so let's have the body. So we pass the student as the response body. So let's save these changes and go to the postman. Try to access this action. Okay, so we will access the student API info student. Okay, click on send. Remember, it is a get mapping. You can see here we have the body as Aliyu and the department mathematics. This is the body we sent. It is correct. So let's go to the headers. So in the headers we set a custom headers, and let's check if it is available. You see we have a year 2025, school, University of Technology, semester second. So let's check the status code. You can see we have the status code here changed to accepted. Okay, so this is how we set a using response entity to set a status, header, and the body. So see you in the next video.